Yeah, I'm Wetton Reed. I live about 10, 12 miles south of Saffron on a little farm in an area called Artesia. And we're going to talk about the planting that we did in the springtime.
Yeah. So Wetton, most of us plant our cucumbers and all that in the springtime. And as the year progresses and the summer comes on, they kind of get a little run down. But you've been making a second planting in, I believe you said August, first week or so.
That's right.
Can you tell us about that?
These were probably planted in May, and I've already had to pull 2 or 3 out. The production's gone way down. You can see they're getting dry leaves on them. There's not very much in here anymore. They pooped out. So come about the first week of August, I replant all my squash and all my cucumbers. And then by the first 2 weeks of September, they start producing. And then I have really good production up until it freezes. And we can show you some of the stuff that I just planted here in August.
Let's walk over and take So here we are. We've walked over. These are the same variety of cucumber that we're looking at. What a difference. Isn't that something?
Yeah, these were planted the first week of August, maybe up to about the 10th. And then they started producing. These are lemon a little slower than the green poinsett, but they've been producing now for a couple of weeks. And so it probably took about a month and a half for these to start producing. But you can see how green it is. They're loaded with cucumbers. If we can pull this back, they're just full of the same lemon cucumber that we had over there. So when that dies out by September, October, you can then, see here's one here, see that beauty? And you plant in the first part of August and it's warm, so they grow like mad for about a month. And they get all the growth. Squash does the same. I do the same with zucchini and with summer squash. And then you've got now new, just like you'd planted them in May, and they actually produce longer.
Yeah, yeah. And I see you have some beans planted in between here.
I have green beans that are growing there. I think you told me they help keep the cucumber beetle away. So we plant between all of the cucumbers and between all the squash. We put in these green beans, just a bush green bean, which produced really well. I just thought I was doing it as kind of an insect repellent, but we can harvest a ton of green beans. And when I get this cucumber beetle coming in heavy, it seems to slow it down. You notice you don't see many in here.
Yeah.
Oftentimes by this time of year, usually they're crawling with them. So I think between that and this is a way to go. Now I'll have this till it freezes. It'll produce lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah, so you're getting good, steady production off of these plants that you otherwise would have been.
We'd been about finished up by now.
About done, and now they're really coming on.
I have my summer squash and my zucchini and my green cucumbers we pulled out because they just stopped producing altogether. So they're gone, and these now have taken over. So we're harvesting summer squash and zucchini, and we have been. Summer squash we've been harvesting for over a month.
Yeah.
The same that we planted. So you can have an entire season then, much longer, last up till it freezes.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, thank you, Wetton.
My pleasure.